Echoes in the wind. Every yard we claim, we play to win. They said we were done, they said we were through, but we bleed that blue, and we always knew. Stars over Texas, burning bright. Cowboys rising in the dead of night. Victory's ours, hear the thunder roll. We're the heart of the South, and we're taking control. Dak leads a charge with fire in his soul. CD breaks loose, unstoppable goal. Irvin's ghost in the huddle, Emmett stride in our veins. We carry their glory through blood and pain. Let 'em talk, let 'em doubt. We'll silence every rival with a knockout shout. One team, one dream. We ride together into the light. Stars over Texas, burning bright. Cowboys rising in the dead of night. Victory's ours, hear the thunder roll. We're the soul of the game, and we're taking control. Yeah, we're taking control. Cowboys forever, bold and whole. Let the stars over Texas shine gold.
Well. Good evening, everybody. Primetime Phil, Game Time Brian are here like we always are, following a post game. And what a game at that, okay? The Dallas Cowboys win 24-21 in regulation. I haven't talked to Phil. I literally just set it up. I was into the game. I just want to say to everybody who... Hold on. I just want to say to everybody who likes not Rob A, but I have some people I haven't talked to in years blowing me up throughout the game. 21-0, talking your shit. Low class, but at the end of the day, you play 60 minutes of football. Okay? So maybe that's a lesson. We got the Hamids of the world sending me the text messages on YouTube at 21-0. Let's see if he shows up. Let's see if that punk ass shows up, right? Shout out to Jimbo. He's a class act.
Logan
Motorsports. Listen, Logan, I know how you bleed with your squad, brother. I do honestly feel for you, Logan, but you are 8-3. Like I said,
you're winning the division, yeah.
You're still winning the division. You still have a bright future this year. I said all along.
Oh, man. I got
the 27-23. I kind of figured it was going to be that game. And I want Phil's. I have not talked to Phil. Dallas wins 24-21. Primetime Phil, your thoughts?
Primetime Phil has the bubble guts. Like I got like that when by the time I knew it, it was 14-0 just by the luck of the football gods, you know, like tip pass, punts. Let's be real, like that defensive pass interference in the end zone that they got the interception. That was just a great play, I thought, by Blankenship. If you're going to hold them, you do it where you can't see it. So I thought it was an amazing play by
horrible throw by Dak Prescott.
It was
horrible throw by Dak Prescott.
So I thought everything that was happening their way just good. That just happens to happen for you.
Mark Hudson
and 21-0, and then I'm like, okay, can we get it to 7? And then all of a sudden he throws that interception, and then we drive down the thing. I'm like, man, we'd be 14-3, and then just 3 and outs, and just there was so much. It was up, down, back, forth. By the time
Well,
I felt bad about the punting, we got a fumble recovery that we never kicked in, and there was just so much up and down by both
right.
teams. I just, God, it's just
Yeah,
either
well,
team could have came out on top by the end.
the 21-0. Okay, Eagles came out hot, but okay, when Dallas
Yeah, you did, Mark, and that dude Rolo.
again, how this game started out, right? Eagles had momentum from the get-go. We did not help. CeeDee Lamb continues to drop balls at a record pace. Dropped a
Yeah, don't say
touchdown at
that,
the end
Drew.
of the
You cannot
game.
say that. Not say that, man.
What do you mean?
It's not our Super Bowl, man. We just whooped
Don't
it.
please. Let's finish our.
Yeah, it does.
Don't let
See
him
that?
derail the show, man. I'm going to acknowledge people who have something gracious to say. If he wants
Yeah,
to say something nice, then go ahead.
You
If
gotta
not,
take the loss, man.
you
You
gotta
gotta
take
it,
it, brother.
We
You
were ready
gotta
to take it 21-40. I thought they were dropping 40
just-
on us with
yeah,
us getting
please, let
into
me get to my
17.
thoughts. I don't want to keep getting interrupted by, again,
Yeah, go ahead.
he's welcome to have his opinion, but we don't have to. Right now, we're in the middle of talking, so let him be upset or whatever. The whole 21-0, Phil, right? You saw at the beginning of the game that the punt was fucking tipped. That was not a personal foul. That helped the Eagles get 7 points.
But at the same time, where's the coaching staff
Exactly.
to
I'm not
challenge
taking-
that? Like,
I'm
where's
just
any of
saying,
that?
we shouldn't have to do that. It's a close bang bang play on 4th down that totally changes. Now, what was your thought on the first play of the game? What was your thought about? I hated it, but what was your thought about going for it on 4th down at the 50?
Like it again. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. I mean, you don't know what your defense is going to do by that point. Even the 4th down, going for it on your own goal line. By the point you were there, just kick the field goal, and I did. There was just so many questionable stuff when it came to some of the calls, and like the Turpin in the backfield when he fumbles it and stuff like that. It's like the last time we had a wide receiver in the backfield, he was hurt and out for a couple of games. So that never tends to work and everything. So there was a lot. I pushed on a lot of the Cowboys, but man, I got to give them credit for sticking in there. And of course, you need help from the other team. Shit happening from the other team. That's how it goes, man. That's how football is. Sometimes a fumble comes out of nowhere, a hit or something like that.
But
So
look
it's
at
just
Kevontae Turpin. Just to let you know,
man.
if he fumbles the ball without being touched.
okay. But
Did you
even the
see the
fair
hole there,
catch,
Phil? He was.
the fair catch and running, like that
Oh,
whole
my
thing,
God.
like dude, who runs like this? Who runs like this? It's just like,
And
dude,
I'm just pointing
you
out
know.
because I'm in a group. I have 1,000 people texting me, literally. I mean,
Of course.
it was.
I was going to text you, but I
ridiculous.
realized you knew you were going to be being blown up.
It was
so.
ridiculous, and and I'm like, okay. It's
Yeah, they
funny
did.
now. When the game's over, I don't have any texts. It's empty.
Yeah. What's
Isn't
up,
that
Isaac
weird?
Ramirez?
Isn't that weird? But listen, Eagles were up at 21. I was thinking, I'm like, man, this game's kind of dragging on. I feel like if Dallas fucked up again. They just kept shooting themselves in the foot. You get the ball. I hated the play call. Here's my thing, and this is a positive video, guys, but I got to get this off my chest. If we're going to, I understand how good the Eagles are on the defensive line, but we were running it down their throat like in the second half. It was physical, and I'll get to that part later. But when you get down near the goal line, Phil, okay, if you want to grow as a young offensive line, you run the ball down their throat and you score. If you get stopped, fine. I'd rather that than this pussy Mickey Mouse throwing the ball over and over. Now, CeeDee Lamb dropped a touchdown, guys.
God, dude.
It was
he gets
right in
the
his
yips.
bread basket.
For some reason, he's getting the yips when he plays the Eagles. Like he just drop,
Eagles
drop,
are in his
drop,
head.
drop,
The
drop,
Eagles
drop,
are in
yeah.
his head.
Like
Absolutely,
he wants to do
the
too
Eagles are in
much.
his head. You saw all the, it was just amazing. It was absolutely amazing. You saw the play that broke the back was DeJean getting juked out and a Pickens doing a slant over the middle. DeJean thought he was going to take the up and it was a hell of a route because he planted and then went on the inside. I mean, not Eugene, Mitchell, Kenyon Mitchell, who's a hell of a player, but on that play, that's a tough ask for anybody. To
Yeah,
do
I mean, it's
that.
going to happen. Your good corners are going to get beat by a juke move. I mean, we saw Bland get those juked out of his shoes by Marvin Harrison Jr. I mean, remember that whole thing? He would just, you're waiting to get the medics out there for some broken ankles and stuff like that. So yes, I mean,
Yeah,
it happens. It's definitely happens, especially if you're trying to make a play.
yeah.
I never fault any corners for trying in that sense. It's the ones that are backed up 15 yards
Farm
and then you
boy.
still mess up.
Bad game on both sides. The only difference between the teams was the score. Farm boy, I want to see. Obviously, halftime. We didn't get to see the very emotional. If you saw the beginning, I was able to see some snippets. Nick Sirianni was crying. Obviously, Brian Schottenheimer was crying. The family was there. It was a very emotional. I'm not making excuses, but it seemed like the team was in a funk to start out. Your thoughts, Phil?
I mean, just
I
even
know,
on
I
the
don't know if you
sideline,
saw it, but they were.
yeah. Yeah, I saw it on the sideline as they even as they're shaking the hand, like there's a slump or there's like you're sad as you shake the
And I
hand.
was afraid of that. I
Because you
was
do not
afraid of
want,
that.
and that brings you down. That might get hyped up and stuff like that, but you feel for them. You don't want to show I'm happy and I'm running around, and that
Yeah,
just feels like a disrespectful thing as you're shaking
yeah,
their hand and smiling and giggling. So yeah, I mean it's understandable that would happen. But again, to me, the stuff that was really happening was just stupidity.
yes,
By just certain plays. Oh, the tip thing. Like I love. Oh, you're going for the block. I mean, a lot of people could probably criticize that as well too. But when it all happened, it was one of those, well, that shit just kind of happens. And then things continue to kind of spiral a little bit, I was like, well, yep, no, that's how it bounces sometimes. And
yeah.
the football is a little odd shaped thing, and sometimes it just goes some weird directions.
I'll
So
put
yeah,
the
so there
link
was.
in the community tab shortly, everybody. Me and Phil are going to do a post
Dude,
game,
I for sure,
and then
again,
I'll
I for
open
sure
it up
thought
to
when it was
everybody.
21-0, I'm like, God, even if we score, they can at least they needed one or so scores. They didn't
Good
need
job,
they didn't
Bobby. You're a
need
smart
to
man.
score 3 touchdowns. They just need at least one or two more
Right,
scores by coming out of
right.
half. And that was what I was worried about more.
I just felt like, again, the drops, the penalties on both sides were ridiculous. Again, but can I tell you how proud I am? The whole second half, how physical the Dallas Cowboys were. The Dallas Cowboys. I don't care with any. Open your eyes, and shout out to the Eagle. I think it was Jimbo, Eagle fan Jimbo. Pickens had a great game. Pay him, Randy. Oh, he's getting paid.
Oh, he'll get paid.
Dallas out physical the Eagles in the second half. They ran for more. They blocked
Yeah.
everything they did. I mean, Eagles were up 21-7 at the half, and they shut them down. They out physicaled them. I think the emotion of the whole Marshawn Kneeland, and again, anybody that knows anything about death, and it's going to hurt tomorrow. It's going to hurt in the offseason. But man, it's been an emotional 2 weeks, and seeing Nick Sirianni bawling his eyes out, seeing obviously his shoddy always crying. It had to have been tough. And you come out and the play calling stunk for in my opinion.
The red zone play calling is really
Eagles were
questionable.
ready to go. Eagles were able to compartmentalize it because they didn't maybe know, they weren't as close to the situation. Dallas was horrendous. It should have been 38. I mean, it should have been bad. But the one thing we talked about it, Phil, Randy McIntyre, I'm getting your super chat, sorry. The one thing we talked about was this run defense, was it not, Phil?
Yes.
And the run defense was stout, big time, against the best running back in the league. Linda Conyers with the super chat. Great game, Dallas Cowboys. 6 more games to go. Again, Linda.
One at a time. Well, you guys just need like 2 more, and you guys are kind of
Linda,
wrapping
that's
it up.
what we were talking about. We didn't understand all the hate when you guys are going to win a division. Just, to Drew's point, it's not my Super Bowl, but Dallas is in a winner-go-home situation. That's always more pressing than we want to get the bye. Again, there's too many games left to worry about the bye. It's too hard. Thank you, Linda. My thing is this. Like, do you agree that the Cowboys out physical the Eagles the whole second half?
The second
After
half,
the
yeah, definitely.
adjustments and stuff?
Yeah. I would definitely agree. I love what the defensive line was doing. Even guys that, people question, oh, what are you going to do about Osa Digizua? Like, well,
Osa
guess
owned
what?
some. Osa owned Landon, to
Landon,
win the game.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And so
And
yeah,
why did he
each
do
one had
that?
their moment.
I ask you, Phil. Maybe because the guy next to him was getting a what?
Yeah, was he on the game though in that spot? I don't think he
Yeah.
was in that game because I was looking for maybe he was.
I
Quinn
thought he
Williams.
was, but if it was either him or Kenny Clark, but the other guy was getting. Actually, Osa got the double team because he hit Landon, and then the tackle came over and basically chipped him right towards a Jalen. Again, the defensive line. We tried to tell you with the emergence of arguably the best defensive lineman. Top 3, however you want to shape it.
They gave him a good shot to the ribs, didn't they?
Barkley
that was a hell of a shot.
nailed
Yes.
his ass, and Barkley doesn't get a lot of credit for his pass pro.
That was
but
a great.
That was a great. As a
hit.
quarterback, you like to see that, don't
It
you?
sucked because I was seeing him going. I was like, bam! I was like, nope, that was a good. Oh,
Yeah.
that was a clean hit. Oh, that's gonna suck in the morning.
The only thing this does for the Cowboys is extend what could be a streak. Now you got to play a Patrick Mahomes. So much for the streak being over. That makes it 19 in a row versus the NFC East at home for Dak Prescott. It's so much for we can't beat above 500 teams. So again, you can see us getting out of that. You can see us getting out of that. First year under the new regime, we sit here 5-5-1. It's probably where we should be. We could say we should have won the Green Bay game, but you probably should have lost the Giant game. Maybe we could have won. You are where you are. You're 5-5-1. You are in contention. We didn't get any help today. It don't look like. But if you win, if you continue to win, good things are going to happen.
I did not think the Giants were going to be in that game, and man, they were like, I was so surprised by that.
I'm not going to be the guy to piss in anybody's Cheerios about the Dallas Cowboys. It's one win, but it was a very impressive win. Let's go over some of the stats real fast. Jalen Hurts started out hot. He ended up well. He was 27.
That was an amazing catch by Devontae Smith down the side.
Incredible.
That was just
Devontae's incredible.
Yeah, I like Carson's spot on it. I mean, he needed to look back, but he was still trying to catch up. So, man, that was just an amazing catch.
Again, and to your point, I didn't really care for Eberflus playing. He played a lot of straight-up defense. When we had the 5-man line, we did well. When we went to the 4-man line, we had hit or miss, but it seemed like our defensive guys in this game just give a little too much room in that zone. And it was burning us in those first few drives of the game. Jalen went 27 for 39, 289, one touchdown. He was sacked one time. He had a QB rating of 99.2. Saquon Barkley, 10 for 22. Again, don't tell me my run defense ain't back and ain't back bad, because it's been doing it for 2 games in a row. We kept last week. I don't know what he had, 20 or 30 some yards.
6-7. See, 6 carries for 7 yards.
All right, here we go. 6 carries for 7 yards, and it
There's
wasn't like it wasn't
for the boy for your
game.
kids at home. 6-7. Whoop.
So very.
I got Mark Hudson with the $5 super chat.
I'm sorry.
We can beat Kansas City. They're not the same team. I believe we are better.
Well, listen,
look at that, man. Mark's doing the thing. He's already looking up to the next
the
game,
deal.
and that's how short of a week it is.
Mark Hudson, here's the deal. If you
got
beat
5
the
minutes
Eagles,
to enjoy.
If you beat the Eagles, then you can beat anybody. Will they? That's the question. Eagles are arguably the best team in the NFL. And you just beat them again. You call it what you will. It was a more desperate game for the Cowboys, but I just thought they out-physicaled the Eagles in almost every department in the whole second half. But let me go to you finish some of the Eagles' stats. A.J. Brown, all the talk of him losing in step, this and that. A.J. had a hell of a game, 8 for 110 and a touchdown. Devontae Smith, 6 for 89, 14.8. yards per catch. Saquon. I told everybody before the game, watch out for Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley out of the pass, not the run, the pass. Dallas Goedert 2 for 20, but it was a couple timely catches. Saquon Barkley got popped. One fumble lost, and I don't know about you, but that Xavier Gibson fumble, pop. That's what I'm talking about. Dallas came and was laying the wood in the second half, and that's what you need. Zach Bond had a great game. Zach Bond should have picked off Dak. He should have picked him off. Dak did not play well at times. What was your thought on the Dak interception in the end zone?
Now, again, when I saw the double coverage, you shouldn't be throwing that in general, or you should be throwing it to the corner of the end zone. Again, I thought, you saw the grabbing by the corner, and I thought that was just smart on his part. I think if you can get away with that, I'm not going to bitch and moan about that stuff. He did an amazing play and kept, like, CeeDee Lamb would have broken away and got the touchdown, but because of how he was holding on and stuff like that, he was able to stay on the hip and then kind of cut it a little bit. So I think it was just a great job. Again, that's what I bitch and moan about with CD. He doesn't adjust and come back. It has to be in his motion. It has to be right on him. That's why I think George Pickens definitely compliments him well, because he does go get the ball. He does come back to it. He saw that from that deep pass over two of the defenders. I mean, boom, he came back to the ball and go get it.
Now that was the one. There was two bad plays I thought Dak Prescott had. Obviously, forcing the ball instead of just doing what Jalen Hurts does and just throwing it out of bounds on the goal line. I thought Dallas's management inside the red zone was horrendous.
It's terrible. They did again. It
was horrendous today.
The play calling is
which
kind
is
of
why they're
struggling.
5-5. Maybe if you would have game planned a little bit, I just didn't like it. But I'm not trying to be negative, but we got to keep it real here. But let's go over the Dallas side of the ball. I mean, again, Dak Prescott, he had the Zach Bond. That was a dart. I don't know if the hip was bothering Dak, because I noticed his balls weren't as strong.
Don't take much to re-aggravate that, that type of injury.
Have you ever had a hip when you were a quarterback?
Yeah, and even if you're healing and you take a wrong step, one wrong step, and it just irritates it again. So hopefully that's not the case, and he can step.
He's got a short turnaround, so maybe we can get some momentum. But Dak Prescott, 23 for 36, 354 yards, 354 air yards, and this game didn't go to overtime. And you can't say it was garbage yards. They were running a football. A lot of those yards came late. 9.8 average.
I gave the fact that we stuck to the run
and an INT.
Was a big thing.
Yeah, Dak was sacked one time as well. So Jalen was once. I thought Jalen was more than once, but he gets rid of the ball I think Jalen gets rid of the ball about as best as I've seen. Dak Prescott 1 for 6. Dak Prescott had a 103.2 quarterback rating. So again, he
becomes the all-time leading passer for the Dallas Cowboys.
I don't know how I feel about that.
And they just tied franchise record for the most points on a deficit to come back. So
24 unanswered points today by the Dallas Cowboys against that vaunted Eagles defense. It is a very good defense, but they were, like I said in the prior to the game, there's a lot of area in the middle of the field that you could take advantage of the Eagles. Just nobody does. Nobody could do it. That D-line is able to get home, but our offensive line did well. Again, only giving up one sack. Now, I'd have to look at the hurries and all that. My guess is that they're still doing. Now, we did lose our left tackle, but I don't know the drop-off from him to Nate Thomas is as bad. Yeah. I know Eagles, it was a physical game. Eagles had a bunch of guys. I know Mario Ujomo went out. I know they lost a cornerback for a little bit with a concussion. It was interesting to hear that the Cowboys were saying that if they could get Cooper DeJean lined up against George Pickens, they were going to go to him every time. So as good as corner as he is, obviously the Cowboys saw, and they had the big play against Cooper. So that was, I didn't know that maybe they would think of it that way. I guess
CD did it, and Pickens did it.
Javonte Williams, very, very efficient game. I thought they should have ran it when they turned the ball over on downs down near the goal line. I thought they should have ran it 4 times, and if they couldn't get in,
They were
then
there. They were there. Like
I was in the bathroom. My son goes, "It's down to the 1." I come out, it's at the 2. I'm like, "Don't lie to me. 1 and 2 on the goal line is way different." So then they throw the ball 4 times, and I'm like, "What the fuck is going on here? I'm going back in the closet." And then Malik Davis, 3 for 24, but Javonte Williams, 20 for 87, 4.4 yards. Again, that's all you need. That's all you need. Dak Prescott, again, Jake Ferguson ran the ball. George Pickens, let's get to the obvious. George Pickens, 9 for 146. And CD, 4 for 75. And he dropped 3 more balls, including another touchdown. What is it with CD Lamb and the Philadelphia
trying
Eagles?
too hard. He's trying. No, right now in general, CD Lamb is trying too hard. He's
Jesus
thinking about
Christ.
catching the ball. He's instead of just allowing
Excuse
it
my
to happen,
language.
he's thinking it through. So I mean, he needs to get out of his
The
own
link
damn
will
head.
be in the community tab shortly, everybody. Kevontae Turpin, I'm sure you're mad. Your thoughts on him
so
running
pissed
the
off with
football? I know we talked about it, but I mean, what?
Yeah,
I mean,
like again, it's stupidity. You're handing the ball off to a dude that the ball is bigger than
tripped.
his head. He tends to like every time he holds it, he's like holding a big huge like football like this. It just doesn't make any sense. He's tripping on himself. Waving like this as he's running to catch the ball, and somehow I didn't wave fair catch, and just it's stupidity. I mean, it's one of those things that right now he's standing out more in the sense of negativity than in positively. But I do still like him as our kick and punt returner. But
No,
it's just
yeah,
all the
yeah.
offensive
Well, my
stuff when
son
you're
was
constantly
arguing.
getting
He's like, "Why are they making a punt again? Because you don't want the ball at the 20." That again,
that was an amazing kick. Yeah.
I mean, it was an amazing kick, and then I don't know that it hit the scoreboard, but I don't know that that's what they called. I don't know what the hell happened, but they got the ball at the 25 as it turned out because of the friggin' penalty. They had a good return, but Kevontae Turpin did have that huge play, that one reception for 48 yards. Again, this is what Dallas's offense does. They just sometimes get into funks, and now with a defense that's going to keep you in the game, you're allowed to get in a funk every now and again, right, Phil? Now that your defense is doing what it's doing, you can afford to not be locked in every friggin' drive like you had to be against Green Bay, like you had to be against the Giants, correct?
Every other team, every single team. Let's just be real, man. Think about Chicago. And
Tony
how that
Boo, what's up, brother? I got your
couldn't keep
email.
up with the scoring.
I'm
there.
gonna
It's
look.
just- There's a lot of times where that defense just allowing, I think Russell Wilson and the Giants. Remember when all he had to do was just kind of do a 7-step drop, throw it deep, 7-step drop, throw it deep, 7-step drop, throw it deep.
Yeah,
That was kind of the thing. Everybody run nines.
everybody run nines. Let's see here. I was annoyed at Reddy Stewart. I didn't like his play today. I mean, he had 6 tackles, 3 solo. I just thought, I don't know if you were watching his blitzes. He was trying to blitz, and then he would stop, and then he would come, and then he would overrun Jalen.
He would get fooled or
I
something
mean,
like that.
Jalen just eats you alive with that shit. It's just, he's very, very good
Oh,
at
he
it.
would be blitzing off the side, instead of catching him, he would just like hesitate, and then he would run for a first down and stuff like that. So again, there's just a lot of guys trying to learn what's going on as well too. But I don't even know where to go with the way that the game was going. I was so pissed off at this team, just the way that it was going. Even though
Oh,
I
God.
was so mad.
Yeah.
I was just
Well,
like, fucking team like this.
I'm in a group, a chat, and James Nooks is too funny. Oh, Chris Dooley's texting me. Do me a favor, grab the chat real quick.
Yeah. So good. So I mean, 24 unanswered points. But the thing about it is, I also look at the fact that we had 21 unanswered points in the beginning, where we were just, by that time, if our defense, our defense from 2-3 weeks ago would have just allowed the other team to continue scoring, we would have never been in this game. But this is what we're talking about. If your team is sputtering and stuff, you need a defense that can step up. And at least you have a 50-50 chance now with this defense compared to only like 10%, maybe 7% chance of stopping somebody. Now at least there's a 50-50 kind of battling each time that somebody takes a possession. So I'll take a better odds than we were in the beginning, man. It's just, again, when I saw it was 21, I was like, we can catch up, but they're going to at least score a touchdown or a field goal or something,
Let's talk about just real quick the stats, the yardage, total yards. Dallas 473 to Eagles 339. They each had 2 turnovers. Dallas's turnovers were key, even though they didn't get any points on on the one. It's crazy. First downs 25-19 Dallas. The only area of the game that the Eagles won was penalties. Very ugly game penalty wise. They had 14 for 96. Again, if you can't get home against Dallas or a team that has a lot of weapons, that's what's going to happen. There were some that were iffy. I know Rob A had issue with the Devontae Smith interference one, or I think that was that one. I don't know, but Dallas had 8 for 69. Some timely ones, especially that roughing the punter that wasn't a roughing the punter. Very, very frustrating. Third down, each team was 5 for 12. Fourth down, Dallas was 0 for 2. Eagles did not go for it on fourth. Red zone, Eagles are the best in the league at red zone, 3 for 3. Dallas was 3 for 5, which is why it was a 3-point win and probably instead of a 7-point win. Time of possession, Eagles nipped it by about a minute, almost 2 minutes. So... no, about a minute. Yep, it was exactly a minute. 30-58 to 29-02. So, again, Eagles fall to 8-3. What a game, Phil. What a game. Dallas needed it big time. Again, it took every ounce of what they had today to beat a good team like the Eagles. Your final thoughts before I let the Zoom crew come in, brother.
I fucking hate my team sometimes, but I love them as well.
Best
way to explain it. This is like one of those love hate type of things where I hate him, but it was like I love him at the same time. Yeah. Again, I told you I'm not shying away from him, man. My stomach was grumbling and I was like nervous.
I was
and
calm because I was more like I actually had my friend's son, Aiden, text me.
Oh yeah, Aiden.
Aiden texted me when it was 21-0. I had some fat ass I used to work with that I'd ignored because I don't need to get involved in that. I'm trying to enjoy the game. Here's a thought. Have a salad and stop texting me when your team is up 21-0, dick. But whatever. If he's watching, good. He moved out to Delaware like some punk ass bitch. So whatever. There you go. I haven't heard from him in 2 years. He's a drunken Eagle fan. And it's yeah. Well, now look at you. Go smoke a bone and drink a quart of vodka, whatever. But I thought it was annoying. I just don't get that mentality. But hey, it worked out. There is a God. Karma's a bitch, right, Phil? It's my mom always told me it ain't over till the fat lady sings, and I didn't hear no fat lady, so. Right, AJ? There you go.
I mean, there's just little certain things like when I saw, as a Cowboy fan, it makes me sick when I see Sirianni doing this thing with the offensive coordinator, and I'm like, oh God, I wish we could shut him up. Brother. Wish we could shut him up. And I was like, yeah, but they've been doing good, so I can't bitch and moan about it. Just gotta accept it as a Cowboy fan, and then of course they, at least it makes me feel a little bit better about the whole situation.
Well, I was very. I'm glad I didn't watch. I didn't do the thing. Sorry, I'll let everybody in. Admit all. I'm glad I didn't watch the Marshawn Nealon thing. I'm really so glad because I would have got choked up on that. That had to have been tough, man. That had to have been tough. That had to have been tough. What's up, Joe DeMasi? How you feeling, brother?
Feeling good, man. That was a good win. That was much needed, and God, they did it for 94, man. That's what I texted you.
Like when the game's over, they're crying. I'll be happy to see Schottenheimer again. We get caught up in the it's a big game. Yeah, it's a big game, but it's not life and death, and we lost a guy, and he should not have done it. But mental illness is real. Everybody.
I would love to see him in this defensive rotation.
Man, that's what I was saying.
And I loved how he played Week 1 against the Eagles. To be honest with you,
he was definitely a bright spot in our future. I thought that Ezeraku played the run well again for a smaller guy.
He
At
did.
times he struggled. At times he struggled
he
trying to
did.
get a rush and everything. He got thrown his ass on the
Yeah,
ground a couple
you know,
times.
he's not an every down guy, Phil. Yet, you know, he's a
I was
he's
just
a
saying,
rotational
in the
rotational
offseason
guy.
when he eats that peanut butter, he's going to be amazing.
Yeah, exactly. Needs to bulk up a little.
I think there's a lot to that. But the one thing I trust from the people that we talk to, me and Phil, is that he is a tireless worker. He's a leader already. He's a leader already.
So Brock,
he's a leader already on the on that team. It's just odd, you pass the torch. One guy's gone and then another guy comes. It's like, why can't you have them both? It's very sad, but I'm glad that they got this win for Marshawn 94. But that too shall pass. You got to wake up and do it again on Thanksgiving. This puts us at least in the conversation of being still alive for a possible whatever. But I won't allow myself to get to that until after Thanksgiving. Hopefully we can get a win against the Chiefs. Then we will go.
Hey boys,
hey, guys.
boys, congratulations!
Well, not only that,
Awesome.
Jesse, man, your
one at a
team.
time.
Before I sign off and everything like that, like Jesse, your team, like I thought they were going to get their ass handed to them. The fact that you guys were leading a majority of that game, I got to give you guys props on that one. Some trickery was happened, but man, I was so surprised when you guys were up and everything. And still, I mean, you guys have a bright future.
Your guillotine's still ready. Joe Shane, you're next.
Yeah, they played a good game.
Yeah,
Yes,
you guys
they
take
did.
care. And again, I thought it was a great game by both. It just, how the ball bounces and shit happens during the game. And I thought both teams were definitely a victim of that part of it itself. So you guys take care, man.
All right, Phil.
Love you,
I'll talk to
Phil.
you,
Take
bro.
care.
Philip.
You guys take care.
Have a good day,
See you later,
everybody.
Phil. Bye, Philip.
Hey, Brian, I knew it. I called
You knew
it. I
what?
told everybody.
You were fucking
I
in the
called
text
it.
saying,
No,
it's a
give me
wrap.
the drink.
No.
It's a wrap.
No.
I'm like,
give me the
I
drink.
threw my phone. I'm like, I don't want nobody to text me. And I looked down and Rob texted me. I'm
I
like,
told him.
oh,
I
fuck.
said in the second half. I said, "Watch, he's gonna fumble. He's this," and bam, it happened.
You
Well,
said Hurts
Chris
was
May
gonna
was right.
fumble.
one at a
Hurts.
time, guys.
Hurts. And it happened.
Well,
He didn't
again,
fumble.
Dallas was
Yeah, he
physical in the
fumbled.
second half. You got to
Hurts?
match it. George,
threw-
DC for
he
life,
threw a
brother. Where were you, man? Did you have an assignment today on the sideline or what, George? Let me know. George is a cameraman, so I'm curious to see if he was on the sideline today. Well, I'm sure he would have sent me a picture if he was. Wow, we're blowing up now. How about them Cowboys? Says Football Fanatic, Oscar Perini, Twiz. You guys have Division One. Yeah, again, it is what it is, man. It's only one game. Everybody just
Drew over here smoking that hopium, that copium.
Wow.
It's a track game. It's a track game. No.
not a divisional
21
game.
21
Yeah.
to nothing
They
leads
came out
blown
hot.
and collapses are not fucking trap
Trap.
games.
They
called you
wished it.
It's
Welcome
called
to
you
my
collapsed
world.
and got your fucking ass beat in the second half. That's what it's fucking called. He's smoking that copium right now.
Welcome to my world, Drew.
Hi,
Have a
Brian.
seat, Drew.
Hey, Haley.
How are you?
I know you don't experience a lot,
Welcome.
man. Congratulations. We're still.
I've experienced the Cowboys kicking the shit out of y'all plenty of times in the last 20 years. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hi, Drew.
Doc,
I
3
give
and 2
credit for
against
Drew being
Hurts.
here, though.
Five,
Give
five,
him credit. I hate to, but
5-1.
I will.
I'm just
The
gonna say this.
superior team won. The Cowboys.
Yes, they did.
It's written in the Bible. David and Goliath.
I saw a team in the
David beat
second half
Goliath.
just shoving their foot all up your asses. And hold on. Drew, you ain't gonna win a Super Bowl collapsing 21-0. You up 21-0. You ain't gonna win a Super Bowl playing like that.
How
I'll
many
tell you that
teams
shit
have
right
won
now.
a
You ain't
Super
gonna
Bowl
win a Super Bowl
collapse?
playing like that.
I'll be
That's
right
right.
back, guys.
Congratulations.
Okay.
No, that wasn't
Drew
our
knows
Super
I'm
Bowl.
right about this shit. He's seen the NFL long enough. He knows they play like that. They ain't winning dick this year. He already
You're
knows that
right.
shit.
That wasn't our Super Bowl.
Hey, wait, you
It was
know what?
one win.
You're not winning the division. You're not making the playoffs.
They're
So
not winning the Super Bowl.
That's all that matters. The
Drew, you
Rams are
didn't
not
think-
winning.
That's all that matters is winning a Super Bowl.
That's
I know
right.
damn well y'all ain't gonna win it.
Drew,
If
you
you're not
didn't think
first,
we
you're
would
last.
win this game. You didn't think we'd win this game.
If you're
So
not
don't
first,
even make
you're
fun.
last.
supposed to win last week either.
I said it could be a trap game. That's exactly what it was.
Uh-huh.
When did you
Drew,
say that? I
Division-
didn't
division
say
games aren't
that.
trap
You just
games.
came up with that after we
That's
won.
called NFL collapses, Drew. That's
There
called
you go.
collapses.
Go back and check.
Yeah.
That's called historical
24
collapse.
unanswered. Yeah, that's historical collapse.
If you did, Drew,
Exactly.
it's
Pretty
my
bad.
bad.
Almost like the Giants.
Thing that I was worried
Hey,
about.
how am I catching a stray? What is that?
Sorry.
Man, what are
Sorry.
you doing? What are
This
you doing,
win was
Vinny?
from Marshawn.
Jesse, you're
No,
just
no, no.
riddled
I
with
just
bullet
said
wounds
it was
right
like
now.
the Giant game where they collapsed in the second half.
Well,
We
they
that was
always
the
collapse.
fourth
And
quarter.
Yeah, here's the
overtime.
difference. They Giants collapse have the last 3 weeks, so you kind
Yeah,
of expect
Exactly.
that.
Immortal collapse. We do it.
We were
do
watching it.
immortal
I'm like, all
collapses.
right, well, when are they going to collapse again?
Yep.
All I know
I-
is,
Well, I feel better now after talking to you at halftime.
well, what did I hold up? We didn't talk about this. Just tell everybody what I said.
I don't remember.
Oh, so, but anyway.
I cannot recall.
Tell me what you said. No,
Well,
tell me what you said.
Well, you were in your car and you're like, I just wanted to call you. Please help me. I'm like, you're not going to beat the I think I told Rob that. You're not going to beat the Eagles. Giving up 21 points. But I said, I liked how our run defense was looking. I said, the game should be a lot worse. I said,
Yeah,
we
you did.
fumbled. I didn't like a lot of the things that were going on, but it just seemed like, and I said this to him, that we weren't matching the emotional, or we were too emotional. Because of that bullshit, because of the Marshawn Neal and stuff. You had, you had Nick Sirianni bawling his eyes out. It was a touching place, but the Eagles were able to focus. Dallas, play calling was bad.
And then you had Aubrey missing a field goal that he
Well,
never
again,
does.
I'm
So
actually
it was
glad
like
he
everything
fucking missed
destiny.
it. Listen, Vinny, I'm glad he missed it. This team relies on the field goal. This team
He's
relies on
human.
the field goal too much. Again, they don't have the killer instinct. They were running down the field in the second half. They were running, right? You get down.
I've never
rather
seen a
him make-
team. I've never seen a team get down there and stop running the
I don't
ball.
care if the
Yeah,
Eagles.
makes
that
no
was-
sense.
No.
I don't
Listen,
care if the Eagles
you
stop
get-
you.
you get
Let me get this out real quick. I don't
We all-
care if they turned the ball over on downs anyway. CD dropped it. Now it's tough. It's a tough catch, but it was in his breadbasket. You get paid that kind of money. I put the same kind of fucking pressure on Micah to get the job done because he's
George
making that
Pickens,
kind
our
of money.
number one wide receiver. I
Well,
don't care what anyone says.
right
He's the
now
best
it is.
receiver on our team.
I mean,
Period.
We
but
all
CD
agree
was
that
getting
ran
the
the
double
damn
teams
ball.
though, so that's
We
the
all
difference.
agree.
Well, listen, I agree with you that the game should have been worse, or where we should have scored like 35 points on you guys, but
You
our
didn't, right?
didn't. Like, I don't like Kevin Patullo's game plan, his play call.
It came out good though.
Our O-line is not playing up to par the way that it did last year. But to be honest with you, we should have won like 35 to 24, because I told you guys we don't let teams score points on us, and you scored 24. So I said 31 to 24. So if we
bought me one.
step up and that was an easy win.
They're sharp as hell.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I would say this. I would say the first 3 drives, once you got to 21
Somebody
nothing,
wants you.
I have to mute you, brother. I can hear you. The first 3 drives were you guys got up 21. I mean, we fumbled the ball with nobody touching us, right? We were just doing Dak throws an ill-advised pass in the end zone. Again, he's just throwing the ball away. That's the one thing that I wish I love. That's what I love about Jalen is he just throws the ball away. He gets out of trouble and lives to fight another day. Now, what you saw in the second half with our defensive line and getting pressure, Osa, you saw, what did I say, guys? I said if you can get, like the Eagles do, pressure from inside, you don't necessarily have to have these great edge rushers. No offense to the Eagles, but they don't have.
We have a good offense,
Let
though.
me finish my thought. The Eagles don't have Eagles don't have a great edge rushers. They have great interior, and it helps out the edge rushers. Go ahead, guys. Go Rock, then Chris May.
Back and watch in game time.
Rock, then Chris May.
A lot of time in the pocket. You guys, there were a couple times when you got
That's because we didn't blitz. We played back.
for the most.
Yeah, they rushed 4 all game, Drew.
Had a clean pocket. You know what I mean? So
you would have thought they would have actually did better. So that spells good for what Ravel, I guess, and them are doing. But go ahead, Chris May, and Let's
Well, I was
try
gonna
and-
say we're one of the top
I got
offenses in the league.
And then
okay,
Rock, you're next, Rock.
and you look
Okay.
at the mistakes we made in that first half. We could have had at least 13 points. With the first drive on the way down there, we could have had a touchdown or field goal either way. So you could say 3 there. The missed field goal we had before, and we went down there and we started passing when we were down there in the red zone instead of running the ball. So for you, Drew, to say
Yeah,
that
Hamid's
well,
in a
you
cave
can't
again.
score any more
Punk
points
ass.
than that against us, I don't think that's necessarily
won't
true
see him.
if you don't make those mistakes.
Right.
Well, yeah, but the mistakes could go both ways, though, Chris. Because,
And it did go both ways.
And it did.
Because
And
you could have scored more too.
Yeah, I said
absolutely.
that.
I think after we went up 21, how I kind of looked at this game is that we beat ourselves in this game because we went conservative afterwards.
I agree.
We fucking went conservative.
But I think they got less physical, though. I think they got out physical in the second half. Maybe that goes into being less.
Right.
You know,
we didn't play to win the game. We played not to lose the game. That's what we did. Is that we jumped up and we were absolutely horrendous in the second half. And our defense.
Rock, get in here, brother. I know I told you were next.
Yeah, I know.
I
But
apologize, Rock.
No, finish, Rob.
I'll be quick.
Well,
I'll be
let
quick
Rob
with
and
my
then
point.
Rob and then Hallie.
You know, but
mean,
my
Rob
defense
and
tired
Rob.
out in that second half because we just kept going 3 and out, and we were shooting ourselves with stupid ass penalties like that. Devontae catch came back.
Yeah.
Dallas Goddard had a great play action
that was a
catch.
nice one. Yeah.
And it came back because of illegal procedure. So honestly, I thought after our first 20 or 25 plays that are scripted, that I thought nailed. We played to not win the game at that point. I think Sirianni chimed in on the play calling, and we just had utter shit play calling afterwards, and we didn't stay aggressive. And
Thanks,
it showed
Obi
because
John.
in the
I
second
appreciate
half,
that, brother.
we went 3 and out a lot, or we were shooting ourselves in the foot with penalties a lot in that second half. So kudos to you guys. You guys capitalized on those. You didn't let that 21-0 get you down to say, hey, we're out of this game. You stayed with it, and you came back. So
I ain't gonna lie.
kudos.
I mean, just
you guys did damn good of staying in the game.
that Dak
and staying
turnover.
engaged.
I felt like calling into Mark's show and screaming because I'm tired of you can't do that. What the fuck? What was he looking at? What was Dak looking at when he threw the ball? I don't understand.
Totally bad read. Total bad
Throw
read.
the ball away. If you don't know, then don't throw. There you go. That rhymes. Anyway, Rock, go.
Yeah.
I'm going to get to everybody, so everybody stay.
So
there. I'm
I
in no
missed that
rush.
play that you're talking about.
Hallie,
I
you're
was
next.
driving, but Philly. You gave us a
Fucking
little
game is
scare in the
ridiculous.
beginning. You guys were doing good, and I was like, "What the fuck's going on?"
I
Like,
think they were
you know what I mean?
juiced,
But,
and we were in our own ass.
But
Pause.
I was gonna say our defense came in. You know what I mean? They finally did something, and they're ready. I mean, definitely we all got to run like an engine, all at once. But we held our shit, and there was some calls, that we could have gotten more points. Same with the Philly, but bro, it was a good game. I mean, we did what we had to do. 24 unanswered points. And we pushed them. We never gave up. That was the best thing that I was actually proud of them. They never gave up. Philly was trying, and they were still physical. I mean, they were physical with our guys, but they were getting penalties. They can't say that, oh yeah, it was the refs or nothing, bro. They were physical penalties, but it was a good game. It was a trench game, and I don't do I'm not saying anything wrong about the Philly because Philly's.
It was a great team.
You know what I mean? It was a great
I'm
team.
not here to crap on Philly.
Nope, I'm not, because they don't play.
Nobody. That's the thing. You're not gonna get me or anybody around.
No.
I mean, there's hate on some of the members, but again, I've been
Even
more,
if we would have lost, I would have still been in
I've
there.
been more gracious than most
I'm
about
here.
the Eagles. They were there. They took us to the wire. We couldn't get out of our own way. I was just happy, win or lose. I was happy with how physical we played in the second half. It's a definitely step in the right direction. If anybody
Yes.
is going to say anything other than that, then you're not being real. It's very encouraging. Maybe not for this year,
Exactly.
but it's very encouraging. Hallie?
I was just gonna say, hi Rob. By the way, I didn't see you till just now. A few minutes ago.
Good to see you.
Anyway, yeah, that when you said you were ready to call in on Mark's show, Mark would have been agreeing with you at that point because he was like after the 21 points were
I'm
scored, he
surprised
was
Mark
like,
gets that way.
"Congratulations,
I'm
Eagles."
surprised. Yeah, but
You know,
I'm not
and
going to let the cat out of the bag. He does what he does, so I'm just going to leave it
Yeah.
at that. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
But
The only
Mark
thing that
knows better.
Yeah, I'm just happy that the Cowboys fought their way back, and I mean that was a fight
it was.
getting back into that
I like to
game.
say something, Brian.
And Eagles made it so hard. They're a good team, and it was so hard.
Paul,
There,
It was a
I'm
fight in
worn
the
out.
trenches.
I didn't play, and I'm worn out.
So am I, Ellie.
Watching
So am
it.
I. And we
Hey,
lost, and
God.
I'm worn out. So
That's
I'm
all I was
Hey,
gonna
game,
say.
game. Can I say something?
Yeah, no.
So
you
Jesse and then Randy.
Why is your phone in your hand?
I don't
Hey,
know why my phone is on.
congratulations, hey guys, congratulations on your win, Drew, and Rob. Excuse me, because I had my damn face and my name on it. Rob, you guys played outstanding. You did your good, and I give you kudos. You know, I respect that you guys come here like I do. That's who I give
Absolutely.
respect to. Whoever loses, whoever wins, I be here.
I
You
was
be here. Drew
listen.
be here.
I was already
Respect, brother.
I was ready to go on in the
Exactly.
third
Love you
quarter.
guys.
I was ready to go on the third
you
quarter,
back.
but I wanted to have the final score in the thumbnail, so I waited.
Go look in my drawer. There's
I gotta keep muting you. Go look in your drawer.
Whoa, Paul!
Mega, here you go. This is for Hamid, who I just want Drew and Rob to know. This is the kind of creep that he is. He's blowing me up on my earlier video, saying, look at the score, look at the score. Now where's he at? I don't mind the ribbing, guys. But where is he?
Where is Hamid?
Oh yeah,
All
get
right,
the
I
Kmart.
want to say something now.
Yeah, let Randy go.
I don't know. I
I
can't
was
hear it.
happy with the way our defense played. Honestly, our defense is improved. It is just one game when you look at it. But I will say this: when you get down on the goal line and you got second and 2, you run the damn ball down their throat. You don't throw 3 times in a row.
Yes. Yes.
I'm sorry,
I
but
know.
you got to show the other team you're there to be there, and you're there to take what you want. You can't just be finesse and throw the ball every time.
We're so
That's the
fortunate
problem
to
I
won
had.
that game by stupid calling like that, Randy. You
Yeah,
need to
that's
run the
crazy.
damn ball when you're down
You
there.
get down on the goal line, you got to push it through. We were running the ball well. I don't know why all of a sudden we stopped.
Why did they stop?
We
Yeah,
didn't run
I don't know
well.
why they
No,
stopped.
we didn't run
I don't
well.
know why they
That's on
kick that
coaching.
field goal.
That is on coaching.
And
But
you need to
I
kick
will
that
say
field
this:
goal at
our
the end.
defensive line is much improved, very much improved,
Yeah.
and I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I just want to say I'm proud
Oh, and by
of
the way, I
that we
did
didn't
predict the
give up.
score yesterday to the exact 24-21
Yes, you
Dallas
did.
yesterday.
Oh, I did too.
And what
Randy,
did
you and me
guys
were
win?
alike.
Can you
I
guys hear
did
me?
too.
Does he win, Brian?
Can you
Yeah.
guys hear me?
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, because
Yes.
I'm hitting buttons and I always screw up when I do that. So sorry.
I called you by
I'm trying to
3.
do my
I called it by
megaphone, but
3.
it's not working. So
Oh, but let me tell you, Chris called that it was going to be a field goal that wins it.
yeah,
I
Yeah,
said
he
the
did.
same thing. I said
Yeah, but
Aubrey. I called
Loyal
it.
said the
Aubrey.
same thing.
Here's the deal,
Well, I
everybody.
said
I
it.
don't know how anybody can I don't know how anybody can expect us to be down 21-0. Expect, just the stupid shit that was happening. Eagles came out hot. I give them a lot of credit. So but it takes 2. Eagles came out hot and we came out dumb. I mean, it seemed like we were half there. West Virginia Country Boy was sending me
Right
pictures. He flew out to the game.
Nice.
F them birds. So West Virginia, are you still hating me? You saved a lot of money not going to the Raider game, and you went and actually saw a really close, good game. So
Loyal wants to go up next. Go ahead,
Rob
Loyal.
and Drew. I got a question for Rob and Drew.
Yeah.
So, in your honest opinion, do you think that by you guys going up 21 points too soon, do you think that was an issue?
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, I think we got
That's
too
what I was thinking,
conservative.
because I mean, it was quick. Y'all got those like in the second quarter.
yeah, they
I mean,
farted and it was 21-0.
Yeah, it was I think we got conservative. I thought at that point we didn't play to win, we just played not to lose. We didn't there was a tale of 2 halves is really what it was. That first half we were very dominant. We were throwing the ball, slinging the ball and just moving it downfield. Second half we lost focus. We got conservative. We had a lot of penalties. And turnovers costed us the game. I mean, that's usually what will lose you the game is
Chas
turnovers.
Steele is now
timely
part of the
turnover.
Game Time crew. Thanks, Chastity. Appreciate it. That's West
So many,
Virginia's
hey,
daughter.
hey, Rob, so many damn
Welcome,
flags,
Chastity.
Rob Drew. So many damn
Well,
flags. Oh my
Jesse,
God.
I did text Brian. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, I won't blame the refs to say they costed us the game, but I thought it was bullshit when they called pass interference on Cooper when CD pushed off of him and caught the ball. And then 3 plays later, when Dak threw that touchdown to Span Ford pushed down Makuba in the end zone and then ran, and it was just dead open. And I'm like, that's bullshit too.
Dan
So
Ford was falling on his face until he got his legs.
Let me answer.
Span Ford threw Makuba down.
Yeah.
Is he okay, by the way? I know he got hurt. So,
Yeah.
I heard he
and
broke something in his leg.
fuck.
so so that was
Dude,
that,
you need
that
to
was
take
just
that
unfortunate.
picture
One
down
at a time. One at a
for
time.
tonight. I'm sorry.
Uh,
I was going to say, Drew needs to take that picture down for at least for tonight.
Nah. Let me
Back his props.
hey Lord, let me answer your question.
Good luck.
Like everything Rob says is true. For me, and Rob, you let me know if this reminds you. Tonight's game reminded me of Tampa Bay and the Rams game. Tale of two halves. You know, the Rams game got down big, then you came back. And then the Tampa game, you were up big, and then you let them come back. So what that tells me is that there's inconsistency there, and that has a lot to do with coaching. So, you know, KP has a lot to do. I'm proud of our defense. I think our defense played as well as they could possibly play, holding you guys to 24 points. It's the offense that let the defense down. You know,
Once again.
Once again. So if the offense just picks it up and we score a touchdown or 2, which I think they could have, but you kept going 3 and out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you
penalties.
I'm gonna give you guys
way too. I don't even want to complain about the penalties because I don't want to sound like.
Well, I'm not complaining that the refs did it. I I think that's self-inflicted on us, not to be more disciplined. Because that Dallas Goddard catch was a damn good play, and that brought us that was a drive killer. And then
that was an
amazing
catch.
My thing,
that Devontae catch was amazing.
Yeah, it was. My thing is this. I lost my train of thought, but
sorry, brother. Sorry.
No. I was going to say something to go after what you were saying.
I was gonna say something there, guys.
Yeah, okay. Maybe that's
as
why.
you see what we did to Detroit, you guys see it. They're sus. They are sus big time. We almost beat them.
Detroit.
The Lions.
Okay, well, listen.
I think they'll be better when they get healthier because they still
They're
have
an
3
explosive football team.
Yeah.
Laporta is out.
I understand,
right.
but again, I don't believe it. Now, that's
Arnold's
why
out too. So is I think it was Branch.
Listen, Uncle Charles, what's up, brother? Where's the link? Here's the deal. The last time I put a link in the chat for you to hop on,
this morning,
there was a dude that stuck his hand up his keister on. So you know, Uncle Charles, if you join the Zoom crew or the Game Time crew, there's a link right now. I actually put it for both tonight. So if you join the cheaper one,
that
you can get
scarred
in there,
me for life.
I know. I can't do it anymore. This is what happens. I get people that are weirdos. So.
I didn't know how Fisk could go that deep.
All right.
Tyler Guyton, to me, he's just not good, man. I mean, that trip, the way he tripped the player up, what the hell was that?
What was he thinking?
Yeah. We need to get somebody to replace that dude.
Well, he also, because of that, he hurt his knee when he did that because he was over there on the sidelines with his leg hanging up on the bench.
They said he had a cramp in his calf, is why
can I just say
didn't
something
return.
about George Pickens? Wear a cup, brother. This is like the 3rd game I've seen him. I've seen him come off of the field holding his Johnson, and you know,
he ain't gonna have any kids if he keeps this up.
Okay. I have to. Yeah. Okay.
Pick 6 Rams. They're up 14-0
there they
now.
go. They're a big D.
Uh-oh.
They're a big D.
Hey. Y'all
You're
partying?
muted, guys. You're muted. You got to unmute yourself.
Uh-oh, you got the beer.
There you go. How was the game?
We
should have lost, but we won.
I I don't know that you. Well, in the first half, yeah, I was getting inundated with stuff, and I was just trying not to look at my phone because I was just like, really, just people were just waiting to take advantage. I'm like, okay, not you, Rob, but I had a shit ton of people I haven't talked to in years know I have a YouTube channel, and they just out of nowhere texted me, hey, how's it going, Brian? I'm like, oh God, it's going great.
Text them back. It's going great.
Well,
Rams are putting food to ass
no.
right now, Tampa Bay.
They feel like crap now, probably, or they're just in their own, drinking their sorrows. I thought it was a good game, NFC East battle, but it wasn't a very well. It was very like a lot of penalties. But West Virginia, Tom, how loud was it in that stadium, and how many Eagle fans were there?
It was probably 50-50.
I'm telling you, they
Yeah,
traveled
there was
there.
a pile of Eagles.
Yeah, I heard the
there.
fans saying,
They was all
Yeah,
talking shit till the end, and they put their heads between their knees.
Well,
when Bazine made a play, all you heard was Gene, right?
Yeah, there was a lot of Eagle fans there.
They're saying Coop.
Yeah, there's a lot of Eagle
West Virginia.
fans. My guess
Trust
is.
me.
Go ahead, Jesse.
Trust me, West Virginia. Tomorrow, there's going to be people pissed the fuck off in Philly, and I'm a Giant fan.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to be that bad, Jesse.
I'm telling you.
Who's got their TV on? Just lower it, please. I think it's Blue Virus. Just lower the
Is it
TV.
me?
Yeah.
Yep.
And they are 8-3, so it's not like we needed that win more than they did. Let's be honest.
I
They're
told
8-3.
everybody it was going to be a good
They're already a foot in the
close
playoff. You know, that was more of an emotional win for us with what we went through with Marshawn Nealon. You know, so
Loyal, but we're not going to do shit in the playoffs if we continue to play like this. If we can't put together a solid game all the way through, we can't play good in one half and shit the second half, or shit the first half and shit the second half, like how we did in the Rams game. If we can't put a full game together, we're not going to get the number one seed. We're not going to go far in the playoffs. We got to get it together. That offensive line isn't playing discipline, and penalties are killing us.
Hey, Rob, this game
we needed
that
win, though.
of our first game.
I'm sorry?
Our first game. The first game of the week, how you shut us out in the second half, and we done the same thing to you guys in this game.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right. It was a tale of two halves. In
Good
both
teams
games.
Good teams can't be shut out in a half. That's same as Dallas. They shouldn't have. They were shut out in the first half.
Super chat.
Absolutely.
It's
a great take, Tommy. I agree, buddy.
That's
People's
facts.
Gilliard 81-69. The Eagles are the Lions, but without swag. Let me go back to something, and I want to get to Tom and his daughter before. I don't know how long they're going to stay, but let me just first get this out of the way, and then if anybody has a question for Tom, since he's at the game, I always like to get the feel, and if that was their first time. But I think that that the Eagles need to run the ball, guys. I think, and I only say that, and I don't know that that's possible Listen, they're not going to run it at the rate that they did last year, but you saw AJ. All the talk was AJ can't do this. AJ can't do that. AJ went and had a hell of a friggin' football game. Devontae had a hell of a football game. I think the missing thing was being able to drain some of the clock and have Saquon or whoever in the run game.
Saquon killed us tonight. I mean, that turnover that
That
he
fumble,
had, and beyond that, I mean, Saquon to me seems like anytime he goes to make a move, he folds like a chair. Like he just there's like he gets twitchy and he goes down, and I'm thinking, I don't know if he's just overthinking it or what, but his legs like give out under him anytime he tries to make a move.
I don't know what's going on. It's just an odd situation.
It really is. So I think we need to run more Bigsby to get more rhythm.
Stop cutting people off. Let Rob finish.
To me, I think if we run Bigsby more, because he's hitting those gaps, he's not overthinking shit. He's just hitting those gaps to get the offensive line into a rhythm and then ease Barkley into it. I think is key, because if we continue to run Barkley and he continues just to overthink that shit and dance around and not just hit those holes like he was last year, our running game ain't going to be worth a shit.
Yeah, I agree.
Real quick. So I'm not trying to knock on anybody's, running game or nothing, but our defense held last 2 weeks 29 yards.
Yeah, again, I mean, again,
is that a credit to your defense or is that a credit to my offensive line ain't playing worth the shit when it comes to the
I
run?
think it may be a
'Cause we haven't
combination of
run
both.
at all.
Both.
I think
I
it's
say
both. I
both.
think it's 50-50. Yeah.
But I would agree with
We're not
Rob.
running against anybody.
Yeah,
unless,
Rob,
unless it's a Giants.
I did come out and
Or it's
say,
a
What I
Wings.
catch a stray?
come on, guys,
My
stop cutting
apologies,
off.
brother.
Let Rob talk. You can't have these off, just one at a time.
I mean, kudos to your offense or your defensive line, and I just want to finish that thought. I think your two big boys in there now are definitely part of why we couldn't. But my offensive line, let's just face it, they're not. Our reputation, the names are saying that we're the best or we're a top 5 offensive line. But we're not.
I think
we're
if you're
not.
healthy, you are, which is why I don't.
Agreed.
This is my only thing, and I want to get to Tom and your Chastity. But my thing is this. I'm not asking you guys to make excuses. I'm not. But when you lose Elaine Johnson, okay, it's not the same. Now, I'm not saying that was the reason why you lost, because I don't think it was. But I thought Dickerson wasn't 100%, and I think going up against Leonard Williams actually helps. So you have to take that into an account and go, well, listen, it was easier today stopping Saquon because of the injuries. I mean, that's a fact. I know people go, it's not fair to say. No, it is. That's unfortunately, you had game plans were changed in week 1 when Jalen Carter got ejected. It was literally they changed their game plan as soon as they realized Jalen was out. They go, okay, we don't have to worry about doubling the interior as much. Not that you won't, but West Virginia and daughter, was that your first game at AT&T Stadium? We'll get back to the chat, but I want to pick their brain.
I went 2 years ago to the Eagles and Cowboys game. I think we beat them like 33-16.
We blew them out then.
Now, was that your first game, Chastity? Or no? You've been
No.
Okay. So you've seen it before. That's cool. I'm glad you guys
I got a
went.
question though, Brian.
Yeah. Go ahead.
For anybody, who do you think is calling? Like, this has happened several times. We was second down and goal on the 1 yard line, and they passed the ball 2 damn times instead of running it.
Yeah.
Do you think that's Dak, or do you think that's Shoddy?
That's Shoddy.
That's shoddy.
Shoddy.
Bad calls.
You should have put a running play. You should have put the running play called the Stampede. Just run the ball right in.
Yeah. First play, run it.
I don't know. I think that was CD Lamb's fault for not catching it though. That was right in his hands.
Breaking news: the E-Girls just hired Uncle Rico Peoples Aguilar with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Dave Thompson. Eagles can fall as far as 5th place for home field advantage for the Bears. Again, Dave Thompson. All I was trying to say before the game, and I know that was a fact, but okay, even if you won today, you had first game. You had the bye with 6 games to play. I just think we're getting ahead of our skis a little bit. Let's just, you got time. You're still leading the division. You're most likely going to win a division. Everything looks good. If you don't, I've seen Eagles do more things without having a bye. I know this year is probably a big deal, right, guys? I mean,
we gotta
because of the playoff
brother.
So you definitely need that bye if you're going to get in, because you played up all the way until February this year. So
yeah,
it's a lot to do with how they're playing, especially the offensive line right now. And can we please kill the narrative about AJ and Jalen? Please, it's old, it's tired, it's a false narrative. I'm not saying that they don't have anything going on between them two, but it's not affecting how Jalen throws the football to him or Schmitty. We just need to stop.
I think that narrative is more a Mark channel than it is here. I mean,
I don't say it, but we hear it though.
I thought AJ had a good shot.
AJ needs to shut up. That's what it is.
But a lot of
AJ is opening his mouth way too much. That's what's going on.
Again, he's right though. Sorry, AJ's right.
He's right.
But if that's locker room talk, why you gotta bring it out to
one
the
at a
public?
time, guys. One at a time.
I think both of us saying the same thing.
Rob and Virus.
Yeah, I mean, what Virus is saying is what I'm saying. That just needs to stay in the locker room. I mean, AJ needs to stop talking to the media to let them think that there's a narrative when, keep that shit internal because the chemistry on the field is not bad.
No.
Anyway, Virus, go ahead.
No,
he bailed you guys out on 3rd and long, several plays. And
I tried, Virus.
You're good. No, you're good.
Go ahead, Loyal. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's a good thing I answered it.
No, I was just saying, AJ. I thought AJ had a good game.
Yeah,
You did.
Oh,
C. Roberts.
oh.
Smitty played well today.
We'll take him, Rob. We'll
And I-
take him.
You
Hey,
give me
Rock, I
Brian
like
Burns,
your
you can
necklace,
have him.
bro.
Oh,
No.
thank you. I got it at the for the stadium.
Oh, the stadium. That's pretty badass.
Drew, can we kill that picture?
This one?
Yeah, at least take Dak out, and you can keep the
That's what
rest.
I said.
Yeah, what are
Yeah,
you
man,
doing?
we beat your guys' ass today, so yeah, you
Rock,
got to
I
take
like
that
your
off.
fire pick.
Until your guy can get past the divisional
Good today.
My picture.
Good
stage.
today.
There goes.
Hey,
Actually, you should
we
put a.
beat.
Hey, Drew, you should put a guillotine there because that's
He
what's getting
did
get.
today.
We're still 8-3, man. You guys still 5-5-1. You guy has to do.
Got to start somewhere.
Hey, it's a record,
Kiss
man. It's
my
all right.
ass.
It all depends on
You
who gets the
have to
Super Bowl,
start
wins it.
somewhere.
It's going to be interesting to see how both of these teams on a short week play this upcoming week because you guys just was in a dogfight with
We were
us
in a
and
physical
vice
game
versa.
tonight. That
Yeah,
was a
that was a
physical
dogfight.
effing game.
And both of us have an early game this week, so I think the most interesting
we got
part about this is you guys play Thursday, we play Friday.
All right, Tony.
I want to see how we kind of react.
I'll let you know about that hoodie,
Kansas
brother.
City had a physical game.
Kansas City.
Too.
They
Drew, what
came
about
back
that picture,
behind
Drew?
against the Colts, so
They were down 20-9 against the Colts and came back and won in overtime.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not
They're
only,
playing desperate.
Yep.
not only was it a physical game for Dallas, it was an emotional game for Dallas.
God,
I
yeah.
agree with that. I agree with that.
Absolutely
Yeah.
true.
Let down, for sure, against
We're
Kansas.
playing for somebody.
I don't know
Yeah.
about letdown, but I just don't know. Yeah, I guess you could call it letdown. It'll be interesting, but they won. If they would have lost, I think they might have got blown out Thursday. The fact that
Hard
they
to keep
won,
that emotion.
they can carry it a little bit. Farm Boy 86. I was more of a Cowboys. I was more of a Cowboys defense than an offensive line the last couple of weeks. The worst and the best offensive lines. The worst and I do think it was about the defensive lines the last 2 weeks. The offensive line was good tonight, but I don't think the coach really helped them out by. I want to ask West Virginia, what did you think of them throwing the ball when they got down after the? I mean,
He answered that.
Okay, that was bullshit. That was absolutely ridiculous.
Run it all 3 times. You'll get
Yep.
it in. And then what was that with Dak? He was about to run it in, and then he hesitated.
Oh, he's
Because that injury.
Wheels no more.
Yeah.
Every time he runs it, he thinks of that.
well. He was
injury.
off tonight. Dak. He had that hip thing. He was on the
Yeah,
injury
he was
report.
limping.
He had the yips.
No, he didn't have the yips, Jesse. He had a hip injury.
It wasn't the yips, it was the hips.
Yeah, it's the
Hip.
hips.
Oh, excuse me.
Those
Excuse
hips are
me.
in the
Hip.
30s.
Hip.
But,
Got the
you know,
mileage on them.
I know
It's
that
a
Tom,
contusion.
West Virginia, was probably ready to punch somebody after he threw an interception in the end zone.
I'm sure he did.
I mean, I'm like,
It would have
looking
been
around.
2 interceptions.
I mean, Jesus, what the
Yeah,
fuck is he doing?
Zach Bond should have had that
Yeah,
interception.
that was
It
a
went
gun.
right through his
Yeah,
hand,
yeah,
which
yeah.
turned out to be a touchdown. So that was a costly,
Yeah.
opportunity.
And there
Well,
was
you guys scored on that drive.
This is iPhone. I didn't send the link out, so I will have a quick trigger finger, everybody. Hopefully it's Momo. Yeah, it's Momo. We don't.
It's Momo.
You got lucky when Ferguson
We don't
fumbled
wanna
that
see
ball
him
out of bounds.
Yes,
Okay,
yeah,
Momo,
we
go ahead
did,
and use that
Loyal.
fist. Go ahead,
The
Momo,
ball
use that
bounced your
fist.
way tonight, Loyal. That's a good point. But I think overall, the football guys were with you tonight. I think it was a Marshawn Nealon night tonight because every bounce went your way tonight. I mean, it really did in the second half.
The second half, yeah.
That second half, you guys, I mean,
For a
that
long
Ferguson
time, Rob, it
fumble
was going the
bounced
other way,
right.
man. It seemed
I
like
mean,
every
it
game.
was football gods were there, man. And you
Maybe it
good
evened
kudos.
out.
You guys had a good win. Good win.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Oh, here we go.
We took.
I just understand why this was okay. Let me say my 2 cents,
There you
and I'll
go.
be done. I'll be done. What I got to say. This game was like the Washington Commanders versus the Miami Dolphins. Bad coaching on both sides of the ball. Bad coaching on both sides. Anybody say it like that? I'm just saying. There was so many mistakes happen and like that. If y'all say something different, by all means. Boy, I seen bad coaching.
This
I
is
just
what-
let
all right, let me-
We're talking about
Yeah.
that earlier.
Okay, fine. I don't know.
Let me get
well,
in here
well,
real
you
fast,
maybe
and then I'll
blind.
let
You
you
don't want to
talk.
see the truth.
This
No,
reminded
No,
me.
we
Let me
both
get
You're
this
too
thought
long.
in.
said the
Let
same
me get
thing.
this thought in, then I'll shut up for a good few minutes. This reminded me of 90s football. Not saying I understand there was a lot of penalties. It was a very physical game. I'd rather see this type of game than a 43-40 or 40-37. You were seeing pressure on Hurts that you don't normally see. He was on the run sometimes. You had great catches on both sides. You had George Pickens made it unbelievable, multiple catches. You had Devontae making catches. There was a lot all over. We just happened to come out on the winning side. It just reminds me of why I always want to play I just want to play a playoff game, whether it's against the Giants or whether it's against the Eagles or even your Commandos. I like the football. Obviously, there was a lot of penalties, but I like the physical nature of it. But to Drew's point, I don't know, man. Who are you guys playing on Friday? You guys are playing a Black Friday, right?
Black Friday, yeah.
Chicago.
Okay, well, that's not a gimme. So they're playing well. And we got we got to both again. If you're trying to go for first, it's a rough one to come back from. But as far as physical, but at least you have an extra day. We got literally 3 days. I'll be
4 days, 2
turkey
days.
in the day.
But at least you're at home, which helps. I mean, we're at home too, but flying back from Dallas tonight and everything, and it's just a short week for the both of us. It's gonna be it goes back to what I was saying, that I want to see how both of these teams respond after a dogfight tonight, because it could go either way. I think.
So we got
I'm
2
confused.
games on Thursday.
There's 3 games,
Three.
but they play on
Games
Friday.
on Thursday.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Cowboys,
wow.
Green Bay, Detroit, Cincinnati, Baltimore.
Yeah.
Isn't it on Netflix too? I
So
think on Netflix, right?
am I wrong to say it wasn't no bad coaching in this game? Is
That
that
was
bad?
bad coaching.
I don't think there was
Both
bad coaching
sides.
on the Eagles side. I think Dallas had
No,
the bad coaching.
Shoddy's going for it on 4th in the
Oof,
first.
That was a
And the first
bad
drive.
idea.
The
Yeah,
first drive drove me
that's
nuts.
stupid.
When
What
they
about
did
the
that.
last? What one? But just before they got the last possession
Right,
and kicked
right.
that winning field goal. What
Well,
about that?
Well, if you were in here, we talked about they should have ran the ball. And
Yeah.
I don't have
No,
a
he's talking about
problem.
the kick.
I
He's
don't
talking about
have
the
a
last.
problem with them going for it. I don't, because the way their defense is playing, you're going to leave them all the way backed up. But run the football 4 times. Stop
But
trying
Brian,
to
he's-
get cute.
Well, Momo
Brian,
was saying
he's
though.
talking
is-
about the kick at the end.
Well, no, I think what
I
Momo
like
is
that.
saying is exactly what I thought. It was bad coaching on our bad play calling on our behalf, because that last possession that you got, it was 3rd and 2, and Jalen Hurts drops back. Run it twice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Once, and if you don't get it, push that
Yeah.
shit to extend the
Yeah.
drive.
I agree with
Instead of
you.
taking that sack. So that was dumb shit play calling by Patullo, our Sirianni. It's 3rd and 2. If our
Who's the
offensive line's
offensive
supposed to be
coordinator?
that,
Is this the
Patullo.
head coach
Yeah.
or the offensive coordinator? Who's
Patullo.
calling these plays?
Patullo. Run the fucking ball. I mean, it's 3rd and 2. You take a sack and that could have extended the drive. Even if you don't get it on that 3rd down, 4th and 1, 4th and 2, push that shit.
Yeah.
That costed us the game. That literally cost us, because once we kicked it back to you, I'm like, oh, they're going to go in field goal range and Aubrey's going to hit this.
Yeah.
And that's exactly how it ended.
I told my son, I
Bad
said,
coaching.
Aubrey's going to have to kick us. I said, Eagles aren't going to let them move the ball. I said, they'll tighten up. I said, Aubrey's going to have to kick like a 68-yarder to win. That's what I figured. I was surprised that they were able
Brian,
to.
I called.
Let me finish
Hallie,
my
what
thought,
did I
guys,
say?
before you cut me off. I thought they were going to see. I lose my train of thought. I thought that they were going to stop. I didn't think that the middle of the field would have been open like that. But that was a good move by Pickens. It is what it is. But anyway,
But
go ahead, Jesse.
Go ahead, Jim.
Hallie, what did I say, Hallie?
Whatever.
What did I say?
Yeah, you guessed right. Okay. So what's the big deal? Big deal.
Oh, shh. Silence. No one speaks to you, Bobo. Come down to the basement.
Where were
Shush.
you earlier today, Jesse?
Granddaughter duty, 2-year-old running around chasing her
During
over
the
the damn
game,
place.
huh? Yeah, I guess.
During the game, I had that
So let
headset
me
trying
ask
to
you this
listen.
question: if the Giants were any good, will you still be doing that?
The way they're playing, I'm catching on the radio, but I'm not.
I'm saying, if
watching the
they
game.
were in contention, would you be watching the game, or your wife still?
Oh no, they
has you
wouldn't.
by
They
the,
know
you know
already.
what?
I
At
know
some point, you gotta
for a
put your
fact.
foot
I
down,
will
brother.
watch this game. I put my foot down, but I'm
Come
like
on,
this.
man. Come on, bro.
Hey,
That's why I got the
You
NFL
tell him,
Plus.
Brian.
What the
That's
fuck
what
is
got the
going on with you,
two-year-old.
bro? You give us a bad
Yeah.
time. No, I'm only playing with you, Jesse.
I
mean,
know.
hey,
But when you got
hey,
a 2-year-old, say pop, 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 pop.
Jesse,
No,
Oh my
can-
Pop
God.
Pop's watching game. When game is over, Pop Pop, if we win, is gonna buy a lot of shit for you.
Hey,
If we
hey,
lose, I
NFL
need some
Plus.
time.
Anywhere I go,
Hey,
it's with me.
I
a little cough
commented.
syrup don't hurt.
One at a
I
time,
did-
please.
I
Okay,
did
a 2-year-old with
comment.
autism
One at
drives
a
me
time,
crazy.
please. Go ahead, Momo.
I did comment it when Audrey kicked the field goal, and I had left, and I see Mark and all his people in the room. They act like they won the Super Bowl. I
Are
thought
you
it was
surprised?
something different. What?
With all the trolling Mark's done and that crazy girl he has on there, what's her name? Tania or something like that? Are you surprised?
Tiara, yeah.
Tiara?
Yeah.
Tiara, that's a fucking
We're just
nightmare over
happy
there.
to win a damn game.
No.
That channel over there is a shit show.
I got nothing against Tiara, Raw. I got nothing against Tiara.
Tiara's a fucking nutcase.
But every time she talks as if
me
she
hanging.
knows it all. And I was like,
yeah, they scared. Eagles are scared, and they scared.
Hey, Momo.
Well, on my behalf, I don't know what I was having more fun. Either watching the game or watching Wade, Jesse, and Thomas. It was so funny because you knew because it was ahead of us, and you knew something was going on when you watched them.
Thomas
And
guys,
I heard Thomas over there like, "Oh, that shit talking we did all week, and now we losing our ass."
All you saw was Tom Ceiling fan. That's all you saw. He was on the floor.
You should see me, Brian. Hallie was laughing her ass because I was laughing.
Yeah, but you had nothing at stake. You just want to see. Hold up, Jesse. You're the worst. You just want to see pain inflicted on the Eagles.
I live in Philly. Yeah, I have a whole week of excitement. Hey,
I don't care about
Brian,
neither one
I
of
have
these
a
teams.
whole
Twitch, you
theme
just side
park
check.
waiting for them.
I don't care neither about neither one of these teams because I think the game was poorly played on both sides of the ball.
Coming from a fucking 2-win team.
What?
Yeah, don't hate, just appreciate. Don't hate, just appreciate. I tell you.
Come down, Momo, come down here. Stop it. Come down.
About poor
We're
coach.
going on timeout.
Yeah, that was poor coaching. That whole game was ass.
He knows about poor coaching. Look at his own team.
Yes, exactly. So I should be the first one to see poor coaching.
Hey, let me say,
We can all agree on that. You got poor
Momo,
coaching.
come down. Come home, Momo.
Momo, honestly, it ain't just your
Let
team,
Randy
your coaches
go.
that are bad. It's your team.
There you go.
Momo, it's honestly, it ain't your coaches that are bad. You got a bad team, and
Yeah, no, I
old.
got a bunch of old men. Yeah, I agree. We ass.
Including you.
Joe DeMassi with the super chat. Momo knows more Cowboys and Eagles players than Commanders players.
No, that's fine. So, like I'm saying, so who said this? Who said this? Let me show so I can single him out when I leave.
Joe DeMassi.
Joe DeMassi.
Joe.
Joe DeMassi.
Hamid.
Joe's good people. At least
Yeah,
Is
Joe
Hamid a
21
side?
to nothing.
Hamid.
It's winning 21 to nothing.
Don't mess with.
Hamid's in
Yeah.
witness protection.
Don't mess
I
with
think I saw a
Joe.
picture on a milk carton.
I'll mess with Joe all the time.
Don't mess with Joe. Joe's a good dude.
Okay, Vinny, you want some too? Vinny, you want some too?
Joe's classy about it.
One at a time.
Hey,
One at a time.
We're calling for Hamid.
Hold on. Let Drew talk. Drew's been trying to talk.
Drew, I need you to find Hamid. Last time I saw him, he was wandering down Broad Street, wondering what the hell happened.
Hey, Brian, I hear echo.
Yeah.
He's in the school call.
Like
He's
this
headed to the school
afternoon.
call.
Yeah, he was with the chick with the big
That was
boobs.
good.
Let Drew talk. Let Drew
How you
talk.
doing, Mark?
Go ahead, Drew.
congratulations to Dallas. It was a good game.
No, it wasn't.
To my Eagles fans, listen. Couple things you could take out of this. If you look at the last 3 games, styles make fights. The Eagles defense is coming back, and we are holding teams to not scoring a lot of points. That's very, very good. We just got to get the offense back clicking again. And like I've said before, if the Eagles get it clicking on all cylinders, no one's beating us.
How they gonna do that? You got an offensive coordinator don't know what the hell he's doing. You got a head coach who go conservative, and you got a 21-point lead, and he's been doing that all season. He's the most ultra conservative coach in the league today.
He was
Momo,
pretty
You gotta,
reasonable till the end.
team has
Nobody's
won
going to
25
beat you.
games.
That was the
you
only
got.
thing you said that I disagree with.
Shut the hell up. Momo, if your team hasn't won 5 games, shut the hell up.
Yo, you got an O. Yo,
I just,
Drew, you got an
Yeah, that was
OC
the
that's named
voice
after a
enhancer,
bonehead.
everybody.
All I have
Cool.
to say is don't overlook the Bears. They're a
the
lot tougher
Bears
than
are
what you think they
overrated. They
are.
not that good. Stop.
And it's
Oh,
They've
Momo.
been beating good
Did
All
you
they
see
teams.
what
do
they
is
just did to
I
win.
can't take on none of this
Rob,
Cowboy
One at a
love and
time,
the Eagles
guys.
love in here.
Rob
Listen,
can attest what I'm saying. If we can get the everything clicking, get the offensive line clicking, nobody's beating us. But good game.
That's anybody though.
if we
I've
play
heard
our
this again.
best,
This is the
nobody's
same
beating
song I've
us.
heard before, Drew.
Now I don't know that nobody's beating you, but yeah, you'll be
Yeah,
good.
Real
I
quick,
I
I
agree
think
with that.
that I'm not here to. I'm not going to demean the Eagles. It was a good game. So I thought I thought it was ugly at times on both sides, but it was a very physical game. Let's just say I'll be curious to
Oh,
see what
first
Dallas
half.
does on Thursday, and I think Dallas. I think the team that's more. I think they're both beat up, but if you win, that it gives you a little something, right? And the NFL did not do us any favors. Normally we get a 10-day break after Thanksgiving. We do not. We play next Thursday, so we got Thursday and then another Thursday. So
Who do you got the following Thursday game time?
Detroit.
Lions.
yeah, so we got to win this
Bye,
game,
Oh
Drew.
shit.
and then in
Bye,
Yeah, we
Drew.
got a brutal schedule.
Bye,
But then
Drew.
after
Good
that,
night,
it
bro.
lightens up. This is that 3-game stretch that was really tough. Home against the Eagles, home against the Chiefs. That looks a little easier, but you know it's going to be a shootout. And then at Detroit, I said we need to win 2 out of the 3, and then you come home if you're Dallas.
All three.
I mean, I know, but if you win 2 out of 3, you're still alive. And then you
So
come
let me get
home-
your opinion.
Let me
You
finish
think-
my thought.
Go
Then
ahead.
you have Minnesota at home. Okay, Minnesota is leaking oil right now. And then you got the Chargers at home. That'll be an interesting one, interconference. And then we go on the road for 2. Like 2 teams that have mailed it in almost is Washington. Dallas always plays well in Washington and in New York. So again, we got the next 4 games will tell the tale for those Cowboy fans that are still holding out hope. I'm not going there yet. I'm going to go game by game on to the Chiefs. Anyway, go ahead, Rock, and then we'll get everybody's
So-
last comments, and then we'll get out of here.
So I think we're gonna win the Kansas City, but the Detroit one is gonna be a little tougher. That's what I'm thinking.
I thought they
I think
stunk.
it's
Whoever
vice
said
versa.
No.
I think it's vice versa. I think you're going to lose to KC and possibly beat Detroit, depending on who's out still at that time. I don't think you're going to beat Kansas City, but I think you have a shot against Detroit.
Both teams are desperate. They're both on the outside.
I
looking in, and
agree
that's
100%. You
scary.
got Detroit. You saw what we did to them. You almost had them. We almost had them again. You got to do it. You can do it.
I
They're
think we
both
beat.
in the hunt.
I think
Yeah.
we beat Kansas City, but I'm not too confident against Detroit.
Yeah, I'm not getting ahead of myself.
That's my opinion.
We play Kansas City. The quick line on that game, I'm curious to see. I'll tell you in a second.
Don't count out Mahomes, man. He's
Yeah, I
No,
know.
you can't.
I think we
can't.
can do it.
They beat the
Oh,
Colts.
they just lost, so they're
No,
they're
they
going
won
to give
No,
it to
no, they
us.
won. No,
Oh,
they
they
won.
came back.
came
Oh,
back
they
and won.
won.
Yeah,
Oh,
they were down.
I'm getting confused who's won and lost.
Well, no, you're right, Allie. They were down 20-9.
Yeah,
They-
that's the
and
last
then
time I
they
saw
won in
it.
Let me
overtime.
get the line here.
Okay.
You got the hold up, that's final. So we got to go next week. Week 13. Just curious here. Week 13, you got the Packers are a 3-point underdog in Detroit. So that tells you.
Ooh.
That's Rob. That surprises me, doesn't it?
Me too. Yeah,
That's
I
interesting.
think that line is going to change.
It's way
Dallas
too
is
early.
a 4.5 point underdog. Dallas is a home dog. It's anywhere from 3.5 to 4. It looks like.
Yeah,
So,
BetMGM has them at 3.5
yeah,
at home,
Yeah.
so that's
Yeah.
a 6.5 swing.
yeah. So
That's going to switch. That's going to
again,
switch.
I'm thinking it's another. I don't think it'll be quite as physical. I think Dallas is going to have to. I know this for a fact. I know they have Chris Jones. Their defense is not as good as Philly's. I don't care what the stats say. So I feel. I know this is weird, but I feel more comfortable with that game. Not that we're going to win. We may find a way to shit the bed, but I feel more comfortable with that game than the Eagles, where they know us, we know them. Jalen Hurts is a winning quarterback. He doesn't throw interceptions. it's like Dracula, no pun intended. You got to literally drive a stake through their heart. So yeah, that's the lines. Eagles, real quick. Eagles, you're a 7-point favorite at home. So Vegas is loving you. So we shall see. Interesting. And the Bears have a decent record. So they're.
I think Caleb is the reason I think that spread is what it is. I don't. He's another one. I think he's just one of those quarterbacks who gets rattled against good defenses. So I could see that dropping to 6.5, maybe 6 before it's all said and done after injury report comes out. But I was kind of surprised on your spread. I thought maybe it would have been 1.5 at the most.
I kind of feel like if Dallas loses, it'll be a field goal. Mahomes goes down the field. I kind of would try and jump on that now and take the points, but that's just me because I think it will go down. But maybe not. Who the hell knows? Let's get our final thoughts in. Let's go to Tommy first, since he's in Big D. He flew out to the game. Final thoughts, Tom, on the game, and what's your mindset right now with the Cowboys?
We still got a lot of cleaning up to do.
So see, he's a very, he's not talking too much shit. Now, I mean, what do you think about the Chiefs? You think we're going to win, or you think it's going to be tough?
I think it'll be a tough one for us.
You think so? You think we're good?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go to Chris May. You've been waiting patiently. Let's wrap up this this game, brother.
I think we could beat Kansas City, but it's going to come down to how we. I don't know. I'll just say I think we can beat both teams.
What's up, Chris Wise? How are you, brother? Okay. Blue Virus. Your final thoughts.
I think that we're gonna kick Kansas City's ass on Thanksgiving, and I think we're gonna have a good one. And with the Lions, that might be a little tougher one. But I think we're gonna look good.
Loyal Cowboy.
And,
well, Kansas City, man, they're one of those teams, man. They're just experienced.
Yeah,
and
they don't beat themselves.
No matter how bad you
Another
think
team. They remind me of Philly a little bit. They don't.
They're battle tested.
They find ways to win.
And they have a damn good coach.
Andy Reid.
Don't make mistakes.
Yeah.
Everybody thought the Colts were going to win that game. I'm sorry, Rob.
No, you're right.
The Chiefs, they just find ways to win, man, and that's what's scary. And it's going to be tough for us, especially against, Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. They might not look that good player-wise, but they got that experience.
Yeah.
That's going to be a tough one for us. The Lions, I don't know, man. Both these teams are desperate. Both of these teams right now are in the hunt in the playoffs, and it's going to make it really hard for us. So we're going to have to bring our A game. This emotional high, these guys are just got to go right back to work, and they don't have no time to rest.
Yeah.
Drink a cold one tonight, then they're back to work tomorrow.
Vinny Hagan.
I'm happy for the win. I'm glad the guys didn't quit when it was 21-0 and they came back to win. I'm happy about that. I think CD's going to come back with a vengeance game against Kansas City.
I think so too.
He's gotta.
Yeah.
The
Eagles are under his skin, man. He can't. The Eagles
can't have 2 bad games like this.
Eagles got him
in a row.
shook. Now, I kind of think, Vinny, that this is kind of a character builder. Like we don't like getting down at 21-0, but to come back against a team like the Eagles is rough. So.
The Eagles are a good team.
So
They're
that was
good team.
impressive. Randy McIntyre.
I'm a little worried, to be honest with you, because we've been on a 2-game high, and sometimes when you have these things, your team finally doesn't show up. I don't think we played our best game in the first half of this game, but I believe we played a better second half. But I also felt that when it was 21-7, when we scored 7 points, I felt Philly let down. It's like
I agree.
I don't know. I felt the game change, but we have to keep Dak throwing not just to CD but Pickens also. It was nice to see him
spread
throw
the ball. Yeah,
Pickens the ball today, and I think we can eke out a win. I don't know if we're gonna, how it's gonna be on Thanksgiving Day, but I think if we show up, we can beat them.
Right. Jesse, you want to comment on this game that you don't care other than just,
Not
you just want
really,
to see
because I
eat?
no, I just want to enjoy. Thank you for letting me have a nice week, patient, walking, watching these miserable fools.
Misery loves company. That's why.
Misery loves company,
Rock.
and
Come on,
once
Jesse.
again,
Rock's up.
Rob, nothing personal, just business.
I hear you, brother. I
But
hear you.
first of all, you saw what we did. You saw what we almost did, Detroit. They're not invulnerable.
You keep
could
saying
do
that.
this.
Just
But
because
saw
you
what we
play him
did.
well, that's not how the
We-
NFL goes, though.
That's the same thing with Denver. Look what
Yeah.
Denver did.
You
to
could
Will
beat
Fuller.
them. No, we got our
Well, we
ass
almost
kicked
beat
by
them.
Denver.
Well, I'm just saying
So
that's on you.
stop.
But
Stop.
actually,
You're just making it worse.
You're offensive coordinator and your coach. You just slap around your A1 receiver for dropping all those damn balls. What
Listen,
the hell, balls?
We didn't show up in Denver or in Chicago. But anyway, Rock Therese, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Final words and your thoughts on
So,
KC.
Yeah, so basically, I mean, a lot of the guys mentioned great things. Our defense,
See you,
we just
Twiz. I'll
gotta figure
talk to
out-
you. I'll probably be streaming Twiz.
Talk to you, Quinn.
Yeah. So we just got to figure out how to do both halves. But we're definitely gonna beat Kansas City, and we're definitely gonna beat Detroit. So, but my thought is that we're gonna hold Mahomes. We're gonna humble him, and Detroit
Here
is
we
gonna
go.
be.
Oh,
wow.
Now we're gonna
That's
humble him.
bold.
Here we go.
Yeah,
We're talking
Humble
shit.
Mahomes.
And then for
That's
Detroit,
bold.
Wow, those are big shoes, brother. Those are big shoes
That's
to
all
fill.
right. That's all right. But we'll hold him down and make sure, let him know, put him in his place. And for Detroit, I think it's gonna be a little closer than Kansas City. That's my prediction.
All right. Hallie Pierce.
I'm just so happy we split the season with the Eagles.
You didn't want to get swept to have Drew say sweep, sweep. That's
No, I wasn't looking forward to that. And I was hoping for a win, and we
Texas
did.
poker, what's
I always say hope. I never say we're going to, because 29 years ago, you don't say that anymore. Well, I don't anyway. But with Kansas, I'm hoping we get that win. I think we can get that win. Lions do worry me because I don't know when their starters are coming back.
Yeah.
Their starters may be back by then. Some of them, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see.
We'll
I just
end
hope we
it
get the
with
next two games.
The
But
last
that's,
standing Eagle, Hallie. We will end it with Rob. Rob,
Okay.
your thoughts on this game? Maybe you talk about just briefly Dallas Chiefs, and then maybe go into because we're all going to be watching the Black Friday game as well. Just put a bow on your thoughts as you're coming from the other side where we've heard it, but just put a bow on it for us.
Yeah, no worries, man. I think you guys, way to hang in there tonight. You guys, played a great second half and kept grinding and did a great job of coming back and getting the win. Kudos to you guys. I thought it was a really, really tough game. And I didn't expect anything else other than I didn't expect a 21. I didn't expect a blowout. It was like after going up 21-0, I told my wife, I'm like, this ain't over. This ain't over yet.
Why? Because we've been there. We've seen it.
Thanks, Rob. That's classy.
But I mean, I think we've been there though. We've seen
Thank
too
you.
many NFC East games. We know the feeling of a blowout game, and I never thought that I was surprised that we were giving it up, but I felt like, I don't know why, but anyway, finish your thought. I felt like it was going to tighten up. I didn't think we were going to win, but we ended up winning.
Hey, Vinny, and what you just said, man, is exactly what I was gonna. My last thought to wrap this up is that I was gonna segue right into that. Is that this channel makes it so fun, even after a loss, to come in here and talk to good people that are passionate about football, passionate about their teams, but at the same time they stay classy.
I go out of my way to do that, just to let you know.
appreciate you
I go
game
out of my
time.
way to do that because if I showed you my phone, I'm sorry if I didn't get back to you. I was trying to watch a game. I had all these
No,
people
no, you're
texting
good.
me, people I
Yeah.
haven't talked to, and they just want to be jerk offs. And it's like, okay, you guys, it's just very like, it's just like, wow. But that's how the world is, right? Everybody wants this like just fast reaction clickbait shit, whether it's Facebook, which I can't stand. But anyway, finish your thought.
Everybody wants their pound of flesh.
Yeah.
So I think, bottom line is stay classy in a win as I stay classy in a loss. And I wouldn't expect anything less than anybody in this chat. Other live streams are it's a shit show in some other live streams, and it's it gets ugly. It gets where it's not about football anymore. It gets personal, and it gets
I won't go
it
there.
gets stupid. It gets where it's like the Eagles are scared, and like no.
Nobody's
And
scared.
see, those that's just off-putting to me. I love to come in here and I'll have an opinion, and when you guys do good, I'll tip my hat, and when you don't, I'll hold you accountable.
Yeah.
And same with my team. My team isn't doing good, I hold my own team accountable. And when Jalen ain't playing good, I say, hey, he's playing like shit, whatever it may be. But thank you guys. I just want to say I love you all. I think
Thanks,
this is a
man.
great
Appreciate
live
that.
stream.
Thanks, brother.
Love you
Anytime
back.
You do a fucking
Love
great
you back,
job,
brother.
dude.
Love you, and
I
you
just
know
want to say
you can
thank
text
you
me
guys.
anytime.
Love you guys.
Thanks, man.
thank
Rob,
you.
I appreciate that. Again, I know this sounds weird, but I don't do it for. I do it because I love the camaraderie, and I still have a full-time job. I work 40, 50 hours a week. I have to, so it's not like I can live off of YouTube. So I appreciate everybody. Everybody hit the thumbs up for me. I know it's not
thumbs up, y'all.
But I have one final thing for Hamid, who blew me up throughout the game with comments, but did not show up this whole live stream.
Pussy.
Hamid.
Oh, whoops.
Hamid, go fuck yourself, Hamid. Take a long walk off a short pier. I hope the cave falls in on you.
Oh God.
Damn.
Sorry.
I got a sniper rifle for him.
Rob, you
Rob,
have to
I
do
think
that,
you-
brother. You know,
Rob,
do
I
that.
think you're
Can
gonna
I-
kick
can I say
the
something real
Bears'
quick
ass
for
on
Rob?
Friday.
I
Can I
hope
say
so, my
something?
brother.
Rob, hey,
I hope
I
thank
so.
you.
think so. You're
appreciate
gonna
it.
come back with a vengeance.
Yeah, they'll smoke them on Friday.
I think they really will. I think they're gonna be really
telling
pissed
you.
off, and they're
I'm
gonna
gonna
come
get
back
your stuff mailed.
strong.
Just to let everybody know, Rob, I got like a couple items for you, Drew,
Appreciate it, brother.
William Tilton, everybody who didn't get their stuff in Vegas. I'm gonna ship it to you. And
Hey,
West
Brian, you
Virginia,
still
I
have
got
those
something
shirts?
coming your way as well. So even though I gave you your shirt,
Brian,
thank you
can I say
for
something real quick?
being yeah. Let me finish my thought. Thank you for zooming
right.
in, West Virginia. All right, go ahead, Rock.
So basically about what Rob was saying, that's why I love this channel. I stopped going to, the other one, you know what I'm talking about. It was just too much. This one is very respectful. This one it doesn't matter if it's Commanders or Philly, everyone's input is perfect. Like there's no arguing like that. There's no fighting or just trash talking too much.
I
It's
don't
just,
mind trash talking, but
yeah,
there's
but
a
what I
time
mean,
and
like,
place
you know how
for it.
they
Not
are.
There is a
after
Like,
limit.
game.
There
Not
is a
after a
limit.
game. You gotta
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
break it down, you get your subtle digs in, and then you move on. It's so.
Hey,
yeah, so
Brian, one
that's
last
what I
thing.
love
I'm gonna
about
let my
this
dog
channel.
out to make it quick.
Brian, are you still selling those hoodies? Because I want to pick up one this week.
What the
The Vegas.
yeah, I'll let you know. I'll text you.
right.
I should
Jesse,
have
did
a
you
couple
go?
left. So
No, I wasn't able to go. I wish I could.
but all right, everybody, thank you so much. I appreciate
See you
it.
guys.
Listen,
What do you guys?
Thursday I will be
Love you
here.
all.
I'll probably stream and I'll be by myself. My kids might be here. My wife's going to New York, so I'm going to smoke a turkey. I'll get some content, and there are some people who like to see me do that and like the recipes
Hell
and stuff.
yeah.
But I may actually live stream during the game or maybe the early game. I
Come
don't
for
know.
dessert.
All right,
Come
everybody.
for dessert.
I'll talk to you later.
All right.
See you.
Bye.
Later, love you
Love
guys.
you
Bye,
guys.
everybody.
Bye.
Give me a call, Rock,
I'll
if
see you
you
in a
want.
minute, Allie.
Yo, Blue, stay back.
All right.
Yo, Blue,
Yo.
you're gonna have to text me your number because I switched phones and